21/09, 5:54 p.m. Jagreed. The Enfield Rifle. The final spark was provided by the ammunition for the new Enfield Pattern 1853 Rifled Musket. These rifles, which fired mini balls, had a tighter fit than the earlier muskets, and used paper cartridges that came pre-greased. To load the rifle, sepoys had to bite the cartridge open to release the powder. The grease used on these cartridges was rumored to include tallow derived from beef, which would be offensive to Hindus, and lard derived from pork, which would be offensive to Muslims. At least one company official pointed out the difficulties this may cause, unless it be proven that the grease employed in these cartridges is not of a nature to offend or interfere with the prejudices of religion. It will be expedient not to issue them for test to native corps. 21/09, 5:54 p.m. Jagreed. Holster pistols. John Twigg, London, England. Ca. 1775. The Society of the Cincinnati. Gift of Alexander Ferguson Anderson, 1966. Officers purchased holster pistols privately from independent gunsmiths, usually in pairs, and carried them in leather holsters draped in front of their saddle. Intended for use as military arms, holster pistols typically reflected contemporary cavalry patterns, with personal preferences incorporated into the design. Major Richard Clough Anderson of the Virginia Continental Line owned this pair of slender holster pistols with octagonal barrels. 21/09, 5:54 p.m. Jagreed. Small sword. William Cowell, Jr., Boston, Massachusetts. Ca. 1760. The Society of the Cincinnati. Gift of Isabel K. Jordan, 1978. The small sword, a ubiquitous civilian pattern worn as part of a gentleman's formal attire, was the most common sword carried by American officers during the Revolution. William Cowell, Jr., assembled this example in pre-revolutionary Boston, using a silver hilt he made and an imported triangular blade. It was owned by Richard Varick, an officer in the New York Continental Line and aide-de-camp or secretary to Generals Philip Schuyler, Benedict Arnold, and George Washington.